Up in the ring, we've got the start of the third match of your televised portion of Houston Wrestling. And you are looking at the man in the white mask whom you have seen before, and you have seen him in the portion of the scrap from last week, El Gran Markus, the one that he had with both Gino Hernandez and killer Tim Brooks. It was Markus who asked to wrestle Brooks and got him. It is Markus who gets Gino next Friday night, and he wants to finish off Tim Brooks here, the killer. And outside, you can see this Brooks. Outside, Gino Hernandez is racing up and down, trying to keep his eye on Brooks and to help him as he did then by distracting Gran Markus. There he is, and I said racing, and you can see him moving non-stop around that ring. He's moving along. And the crowd is screaming for Markus to knock his block off, and Markus literally was asking for permission. I'll tell you what, he had a unanimous vote. There was no question about it. And the height of the noise here is tremendous. But most of it is advising Gran Markus what to do. I can imagine that they're going to tell him what to do next Friday. And it will be to take Gino Hernandez apart. Brooks is a tough customer. When Brooks is right, it's hard to do anything with him. This is one of those times. Tonight is keyed up, and he that time distracted the referee, and Gino Hernandez put his big foot in Gran Markus' face. Markus is on the hill. You see him now in your picture. Markus is making his way back, but he's going to face more trouble in there. And you just remember that Markus here is up against the guy who knows how to dish it out. And he is changing his style, and these people here are changing right along with him. They are screaming their approval of him. Oh, man, he slammed in their face first. A crashing blow, and it's a great way to lose teeth, I'll tell you. He's got him right by the whiskers. Gran Markus looking for a place to throw him, and it is quickly reversed, and how? And he hit in there with a thud that moved our ring. Front headlock for Killer Brooks. Markus trying to get into position to do something about it, trying to get balanced. Listen to the crowd now as they start encouraging Markus. And Markus hears the sound, and you see him beating a rhythm to it and trying now to get the effort that it takes. A beautiful crotch hold that time. I'll tell you, that's hard to do, and it takes a lot of strength, and he did it. But Brooks is a tough customer, and he proves it. He bounces back from the things that happened to him. In behind, Brooks. Reverse chin lock. Markus trying to squirm around, get a little moving room, shift that head just a little bit. There is a maneuver that Brooks is using that was passed down in his family, that driving knee into the middle of the back. Out on the outside of the ring, Gorgeous Gino is making a speech extolling the virtues of Killer Tim Brooks. Now they're saying, go, Markus, go. Markus still speaks precious little English and understands even less. And again, as Markus is caught, he is caught in the same spot now, and he's finding a weakness on killer Tim Brooks. This ought to help. He come over there with that driving, pounding headbutt, and the foot is over the rope. Referee's prerogative to call it, and Markus again catches it when Gino on the outside gives him reason to suspect him. And that last blow had Brooks backing away and begging. So Markus again gets the full approval of the crowd here as he comes in. And what a difference a week can make. Last week they were booing this man Markus. Tonight they are cheering him. Same tactics he used last week, but it's just who is the victim. In this case, they want Tim Brooks to catch the punishment they think he deserves, and they want to get at Gino Hernandez in the process. So Brooks caught it across the ears, and whether he caught it or not, he's withstanding it. And Gran Markus he was caught in that rope there, and I was afraid because that can do an awful lot of damage. It can also leave you hanging where Gino Hernandez could take advantage of you. So outside, Gino laid one in there, and Markus now is starting after Gino Hernandez, and you can get the tremendous upheaval in this crowd as they point him in the right direction. They want him to go after Gino. So Markus now is in command up in the ring, but it's hard to stay in command with a guy like Brooks. And Brooks is better tonight than I have seen him in many a match. He has a purpose there, and he is doing something about it. Markus squaring off against the Waxahachie tough guy and finding his mark, and he laid it in there with a tremendous wallop. But so did Brooks. Brooks trying to set Markus up. Markus landed hard. That was and he got out of the way of a blow that could have put him out of action. Whoa, how he caught it. Markus trying to set him up, and Markus, he's in behind him, and he's wrapping him up. He is trying to get those shoulders down, and he's got him tied up for sure. And there is 3 count. And there Gino Hernandez caught one in the jaw. And out goes Killer Brooks. And Gino Hernandez and Markus are at it now for fair. And Markus has him right where he wants him. And where this crowd wants him too. He's got him underneath. And here comes Brooks to drag him by the leg and pull him loose. And Brooks and Gino Hernandez make it up the aisle only because Brooks was able to drag him from the ring. Gran Markus gets a tremendous hand from this crowd.
Mira, cabeza de agua oxigenada. Gino, Tú me la debes y muy pronto me la vas a pagar.
Whatever he said was directed toward Gino. The crowd here recognizes Gran Markus